Yo, welcome back to the Light Show. You know what I'm saying? Where shit, man. I don't even know what the hell we would call this type of page, yo. Site now, I'm just joking. Welcome back to the Light Show, where we reveal truth to your mind. Always look at it like this: if the game was that easy, you guys wouldn't be so messed up in it, and it wouldn't be so easy to play you. Say it like that. All right. I want to talk about Terrence Howard real fast. And the messed up thing is, well, no, it's not messed up at all. Some of you won't be able to see anything because you're not, hold on, because you're not on the page. You're not at the Light Show. Oh yeah, there you go. You're not at the Light Show. You know what I'm saying? You're watching it on Facebook. So you're not going to be able to see the information, but it's there. So I want to talk about Terrence Howard for a little bit. And I want to talk about how you guys can't go to advance without acing the basics. What I'm noticing a lot about people nowadays is they think they can run away from like the facts. Like you everybody wants to run before crawling and before walking. They just want to run, and it's like nothing works like that. It will never work that way. It will never work that way if you want it to succeed. If you want success in it, it's not going to work that way. So we got a lot of people sharing Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan, and a lot of people feel like, oh, he's very smart, and he's saying he made a patent on certain things, and they stole his stuff, and all this different talk. The conversation is going to the the tree of life, but not necessarily the one in the Bible, the one that the Egyptians drew. And they say it's from the flower of life. There you go. From this flower, everything is formulated. I don't have a problem with that, and I think that's cool. But it's pointless if you have no land. Like, I want people to realize something. All the magic or all the wonders that Egyptians made was because they had the soil to make it on. Without land, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? All the hocus pocus, it goes for nothing. Now, he also brought up something else. 1 times 1 is 2. That's what he said. And people are kind of like boggled by this because some people are like, oh yeah, it makes sense. Some people are like, it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make any sense. And the reason that it doesn't make any sense is because of 0 and 9. If you're on my YouTube page, you're on the Light Show, you can see it. I put up the anything times 0 is 0. And what it says is the 0 property of multiplication states that when multiplying a number by 0, the product is always 0. The 0 can come before or after the number, which means the position of 0 does not affect the property. So 2 times 0 equals 0. Okay, that's the 0. I don't have to explain 9. I'm going to explain 1, and then 9 will explain itself. The identity property of 1 says that any number multiplied by 1 keeps its identity. In other words, any number multiplied by 1 stays the same. The reason the number stays the same is because the multiplying by 1 means you have 1 copy of the number. So clearly, Terrence Howard doesn't understand multiplication. He doesn't get it. The reason I'm not bringing up 9 is because anything multiplied by 9 will come back to 9. So 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, 1 and 8 makes 9. That's why I'm saying his 1 times 1 equals 2 is that's rotting of your brain. That's rotting of the brain, because it destroys the whole purpose of multiplication. Multiplication, you're going to learn its finest works through the 0, the 1, and the 9. That's where it's going to make sense. People don't have to believe that. You can think Terrence is like reinventing the bullet or something, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll get into that, Hollywood. The tree of life they're cutting down. We'll get into that. I'm not going to bring it up like I'm the first person to say it. There's a few people arguing this right now. There's Sarah Sudenseti and there's Brother Sanchez. I'm not really listening to their full videos, but from the gist of it, even though I really don't need them because I went to math class, so it's like I get it. Brother Sanchez feels that Terrence Howard could possibly be Boule. Sarah Sudenseti feels that he is Boule. I say all people in the industry are a part of a fraternity. They're all of them are. Whether they went to college or not, they're all a part of the system. That's the whole point of the contract. That's why the contract is not comprehensible by normal people. You guys ever notice that? These motherfuckers want to give you fame, riches. They want you to see the world, have all the fun in your life. But in order to do that, you have to sign something that you're probably going to have to be more astute in judicial wording. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to be more into legal terms and the stuff like that. And I know people will be like, well, that's a contract. That's all. No, bro, it's not. The only confusing contracts on earth are fucking entertainment based. Only the movie stars and the rappers and or the singers and stuff, they're the only ones talking about these flawed contracts that they can't comprehend. They're the only ones. Well, that's because, see, imagine if it's real business. Imagine if it's not entertainment business. If it's real business, I have oil, you want to buy some. Okay, you couldn't write stuff that I couldn't comprehend. It would have to be spot on because I have a product and you want to buy it. So you can't do weirdo stuff like that. Okay, other contracts, you know, because people do get swindled out of contracts all the time. But what I'm saying is it's very rare in other lines of work, but it's always there in the entertainment industry, if you notice. I'm saying that because I want people to understand what time we're in, how far we are. You know how they keep talking about this this hologram projector that's supposed to be in the sky, it's supposed to be Jesus and all this different stuff. Okay, that is all made up. And the reason is because the projector is already there. It's called the internet. The TV used to turn off. There was a certain time you could watch it. Okay, the internet is 24/7. And there's no regulation on it. I'm saying that because parents can put parental guidance and all that different stuff all they want. That's not going to stop kids from getting access. It just doesn't. You know, it's just like the porns that your parents used to hide in their closet. Didn't stop you from accessing it, did you? I mean, didn't stop you from accessing them, did it? No. So I'm saying that in the sense of we are in a world now where people cannot clean up the street. They cannot conversate amongst each other. Everybody's stuck on their phone. But these people feel that they can just jump from novice to advanced without knowing anything at all. That doesn't add. That math is not mathing at all. There is no point of learning about the flower of life or the tree of life if you guys don't even value life. Life is not about being selfish and gloating about yourself. It makes no sense because I keep telling people the supermarket is full of multiple items. They didn't all come from one farm. They weren't all manufactured at the same factory. So obviously, humanity works as a group. Everybody's putting their hands into this to make this thing work. Nowadays, the most important people to regular people is characters. You know what I'm saying? From rap to acting, they're all characters. These are not. This is why they don't even have their real names. Back in the day, people used to, actually, use their real name. I mean, yeah, you got a couple people like Beyonce Knowles, and there's a couple people that still do. But for the most part, nowadays everybody's a character. Everybody can be whoever they want to be. You notice nobody wants to be the responsible one. Nobody wants to be the one that really has to look at stuff and deal with it. Nah, it's just a party. Let's just have fun. Let's just party. All right. So these are the people Terrence Howard is talking to. Forget Trump and Biden. Common sense wise, just a question. Who would you rather be with? A bunch of broke people or the rich people? And I'm not talking about the elites. No, I'm talking about in life. Who would you rather be? Would you rather be the have-gots or the have-nots? Because I know people look at it like to have got. No, bro, we're not talking about George Soros. I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about people that are just productive people that are well off due to hard work and smart ideas, smart investments. Okay, compared to the people that are just out yelling and shouting and begging and whining. Okay, well, those are the Joe Rogan listeners. Those are those people. Some of them are awake, but most of them aren't, because most of them are still talking about aliens. It's funny how nobody in the ancient times talks about aliens until they meet up with white people. All these stories about Indians encounters with aliens and stuff, that only happens after they talk to white people. Everybody else, the Roswell crash, it's only after they talk to white people. There's nobody talking about no stuff like that back in the day. You can't even, most of the like deities and stuff were all attached to some type of form of animal on Earth, like a bird or a snake. You dig? Like, if you notice that, you don't see any like three-eyed monster. You'd be better off seeing somebody with 6 hands. You're better off seeing that. And that's really only in one group. That's only in the Hindus. But it's like, you better off seeing that than like some little green people or some grays and stuff like that. It's like, where did that come from? It came from the same people that Terrence Howard is working for. This is a spooky trail that is going to lead us nowhere. Just like Billy Carson. These are fucking moon raiders. Like, these are weirdo people, dog. They know they're full of shit and they're not telling you anything, and they're going to lead you to bullshit. Like, if you notice, there's so much enlightenment going around that blacks are still broke. There's so much enlightenment going around that white people are mutilating themselves. There's so much enlightenment going around that the children are still shooting up the schools. Do you know why that is? Do you know why we're in the years of grand technology and people are still in the ghetto selling drugs, shooting guns with a smartphone in their pocket? See, it's one thing for that drug dealer at 89 to complain about it. It's like, yo, he had to really buy the textbooks and all this. It's like, it seemed impossible. It's like, it seemed impossible. But when you're in an age where you have all the information in your back pocket, you can literally cheat these tests. You can literally cheat these tests, mother. You ain't got to write shit down. Just boop, boop, boop. And you still would refuse to do that. That's saying something's wrong. And it's not just one group. It's white people as well. It's like, what do you think? We're just making up this white cargo information? It's a book. You can read it. It wasn't even made by black people. It's white people. The first people that say it was not real and it's been debunked was black people. Black people so in love with their slave master that they're willing to lie for him. Even though historically you can just look at the facts. We all know the white dude got the shortest. The white dude has the shortest and lowest amount of slavery on the books in history. We literally made this motherfucker a boogeyman, and he's not even scary like that because he never even had that much weight. He only had 300,000 slaves. That's it. And we can't even claim that they're all from Africa. We can't. Well, at least they wouldn't be considered what you call some Africans. They probably were some Afrikaners. They probably were white people. How do we know? Because all your slave papers have European names. If they had literally left some dark African tribes, they would have had the name of the tribes and they would have had a couple of names of what to call these people. No. When you see these slave papers, Smith, John, it's like, well, wait a minute. Oh, well, these are slaves. Nigga, they got last names. Like, that would be one thing if the whole John's son and all that, that would make sense if it was just one name. If it was just Andersons, Jacobs, Barclays. Okay, that would be different. No. It's John Smith, Jane Johnson. Fucking, they had King David on one of them damn lists. Literally, it says King David on there. It's like, okay, whatever. Why would this not be talked about? But spooky spacemen would. Why would this not be talked about? But we would be trying to change the math and how things act. Personally, I don't see how anybody is trying to be enlightened by a fucking celebrity, period. That doesn't make any sense. And then I'm looking at Terrence Howard like, you sound kind of weird, dog. You claim you came out with this calculation at like 6 years old, bro. So why did you become an actor then? If you're such a mathematician, you're such a fucking genius, why the hell would you be a celebrity? Why would anybody allow you to go down that road? You ain't heard no shit like that. You ain't heard of what the hell was that dude's name? Albert Einstein's acting career. Never heard of it. Imhotep. Yeah, he was a chef. He was a writer. He was a doctor. He was an architect. He was all. They ain't say he was a comedian. They ain't say nothing like that. So it's like, and I'm not saying Terrence Howard is a comedian. I'm not even saying he's not a good actor. I'm saying he's an actor. Just like the whole Joe Rogan thing, and oh, they hated on him and the Trump stuff, and even if you feel that Trump is on his own, that doesn't have nothing to do with media. Trump's not media. He's not. He's just a person running for the presidency. And before then, he was a businessman. He's not media. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's not CNN. He's not ABC. He's not media. Okay, Joe Rogan has always been in media, all the way back to Fear Factor and the UFC shit, because it's like that is for like the allure of people. Like when people go to see a boxing match, they're not going to see Trump. They want to go see the fight. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Joe Rogan, people have always wanted to, talk to him because, like I said, he was on that Fear Factor thing. He he's a host. Okay, that's the media that I'm talking about. Okay, that's the media that has Terrence Howard on talking all this Space Ghost stuff. And I just keep telling people all the time, you cannot go to advance without acing the basics. And if you cannot clean up down the street, if you guys cannot unite and stop killing each other, then that means you don't have the basics down. That's what that means, because that's basic. It's common sense. That's simple stuff. If you walk around every day listening to the repeated chime or jingle of kill these motherfuckers, sell dope to these motherfuckers, pimp these motherfuckers, that's what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to always look at the true facts of life. There's more guns. There is more freedom. There is more access to things nowadays. Black people still ain't, they ain't even reenacted the Black Panthers. They ain't even fucking marched on Capitol Hill with guns. Like, nothing. But have all the advancements around them to really make, like, moves. But no. It's kind of like, it's kind of like the George Floyd thing. Yeah, it's sad and all, but no, it shouldn't be looked at like that. Like, out of all your people that have been done wrong, and you have it, like the records, you would make a statue out of someone who was a criminal, who was not a good person like that. It's like, bro, you cannot. Judge Joe Brown said that shit best. Bro, we would never put up a crackhead as something like to represent us. We would have never did that. Like, there's so many different cases y'all could have took. This is the one you took? Oh, they need on him. This is the case you chose to take? Like, are you serious? You could have did better than that. But we're not here to, talk bad about anybody. What we're here to do is say to ourselves, should Black people be trying to decipher, the grand scheme of reality, if they can't do something basic like unite and not kill each other and start doing business with each other and get their foundation right? Those are simple things. Not shooting your brother is something simple. That's a very easy thing. Not, jacking your sister. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just speaking about the fellas. No. It's a very easy thing. It's not hard to do. This is not difficult. But there's a block there. And, like, my people can't get out of it. And I'm telling them what that block is. It's the entertainment industry. However they're jacking talent, however they're using it, is not the way it's supposed to be done. And that's why you're the most talented, but own the less. You own the least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we look back in the archives of music, how many Black people are you going to see? You're going to see a gang of them. Okay, if we look back in sports, how many Black people are you going to see? You're going to see a gang of them. Okay, how many teams are owned by Black people? How many of these record companies are owned by Black people? We're not going to get into the whole Black means dead. We'll get into that a whole nother time. I'm calling y'all Black because that's what y'all choose to call yourselves. Okay, well, these are the ones they screwing over. Why? Because y'all are so spooked the fuck out. The white dude who gave you the book does not worship the book like you do. He's not waiting on Jesus. He's not worried about the devil. He's not worried about God. That's why he's continuing to do what he's doing. Nobody's talking about these laymen on the street. They have no fucking power. They don't have nothing to do with it. But they didn't start it, though. Even if you want to say that, if you want to say professional slavery, who started slavery? It wasn't Paleface. If I'm telling you that they're the last person to get some slaves, and they had the shortest amount. They never... Paleface is exactly who he is on the basketball court, just like who he is in the boxing ring, just like who he is in the sunshine. He's the weakest motherfucker out here. always has been. And what do weak people have to do? They have to manipulate mind over matter. So that's what they've been doing. They have been mentally beating the shit out of us and enslaving us through emotions, which all adults will tell you. Emotions are bad for business. They're not good for business. It's not good to be emotional when handling business. You got to be professional. Okay. Well, black people aren't professional right now. They're very emotional. You could literally put anything in front of them and they just go for it. And it's like, the saddest thing about my people is they haven't made the line in the sand. They're everywhere you go on earth, it happens. Hindus do it. They'll say, oh, they separate the light-skinned Hindus from the dark-skinned Hindus. I don't give a fuck about no damn color shit. Those are both Hindus. They say the same shit with the Hispanic. The Hispanic separates between the lighter shade Hispanic and the darker shade Hispanic. I don't give a fuck about that stupid shit. They both Hispanic. Oh, the light-skinned Asian separate themselves from the dark-skinned. I don't give a fuck about that. They both Asian. See, Khalid Muhammad was saying some deep shit, but people took it wrong when they heard him say it. He's like, I see the black and white differential everywhere I go. You go to Arabian places, they got the black Arabian on the bottom and the white Arabian on the top. Okay, you're missing it. You missed it because you're so racist, so you keep thinking about colors. No. He just said the same people. What's the difference? We were segregated. We're not the same people. So it's not a black and white dynamic all over the world as if they're trying to explain it about some integrated people. That's not how it works. They're choosing to do that because of white supremacy. That's not how it always was. You out your damn mind. There's some people today that will argue that. They'll be like Brazilians. They argue that. They say Brazilians come in all colors. Certain Latinos would tell you, Latinos come in all colors. We don't care about that. Sounds good. But I've been in America my whole life, and I've been seeing you guys differentiate. I've been seeing the Hispanics with a little more kink and a little more tan. They get treated a little differently than the so-called light, bright, damn near white. But why are you doing that? Because of white supremacy. That was something that was created in the 1700s, built off the back of what Moors were saying. But they were deeper than what the white dude's doing. No, there's no way that would scientifically make any sense. That white would be pure and, the greatest thing on earth when we're in a solar system. They're burning the fuck up. Their hair is weak as shit. They know that. You know what I'm saying? They can only survive in the cold. Okay, it's a solar system. The sun's everywhere. You need sun block. You need sun tan. You can't be. The math is not mathing. It doesn't make any sense. But, like I told you earlier, if this thing is weak, how would it be able to beat these people? It would have to beat them in the mind. Okay, that's what's going on with everybody. But they use your own against you. There's no people on earth mantraing their own death. The one guy, I forgot his name. He's on Mav Hoffa's show, and Mav Hoffa is trying to argue with him about everybody does it. Cowboys, rock and roll artists, they make songs about killing themselves, and it's like, that doesn't make any sense, bro. Suicide has nothing to do with making songs about killing your own people and seeing the large amounts of black on black crime, the result of what you're talking about. When you talk about white people committing suicide in country songs, you don't see a large amount of white people, killing themselves with country songs playing in the back. You don't see that. So it doesn't add. Why? Because math is a part of the elites. The dude D is a guy that they're never going to let blow up to that extreme because you're not talking what they want to be talked. But Terrence is. Terrence is doing the best that he can do. to keep black people on. It's all right to be like, I want people to realize that it's okay to be enlightened once you're there. But you guys aren't there yet. It's okay for too and few of us to talk about some real stuff to try to wake you up to something. But as far as like the flower of life and all that, there's nothing wrong with what you're talking about. It's just, it's sad that you can be that prolific, but we can't get the street together. And that wouldn't be your conversation. Like, you would think that would be his conversation more. Like, yo, yeah, all the science and stuff is cool, but we really need to stop killing each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're never going to get to this kingdom. And it's like, who's going to be there? A bunch of dead people? You know what I'm saying? Or a bunch of good-looking, selfish people? It's like, you have to go through the basics. You have to atone for your ignorance. It doesn't mean that you just stop your life and now you're just some holy roller. No, that's not what nobody's saying. What they're saying is you have to at least address what is half your problem. Half your problem is blaming white people for what you're doing. You're telling us to kill each other. You're telling us it's okay to sell drugs to each other. You're telling us to do wrong. It's not the white guy, because he's not even around, because they don't come around. Since this is live on YouTube as well, I'll read this out loud. So the homegirl asked a good question. She said, so what is the solution to all this? I suggest at 60, wait a minute. I suggested a 60 day stay. We quit. No bill paying, no work, no school, no feeding our oppressors, till we can have a conversation. But this is in progress. We need answers. You know what? I'll tell you this. That's a good answer, but I got a better one. Forget not going to work. Forget not eating food or shopping stuff. No. Stop cursing yourselves. Hit them where it hurts. For 60 days, don't buy anything that has to do with sports. Don't watch anything that has to do with entertainment. Don't stream it. Don't watch it. Don't support it. For 60 days, sports and entertainment. I guarantee you'll think they'd be knocking at black people's front door. Guaranteed. See, if you're going to hit them, hit it where it hurts. They're already selling us outdated food. So stop buying food. That ain't going to help. Not go to work? Shit, we already starving. Why the hell should we starve to prove a point to them? No. Keep going to work. Because, see, your boss is not your enemy. They hired you. They gave you some money. They gave you a chance to get on your feet. That's one thing I always say. We can talk all the shit about Mr. Charlie we want, but that's the only one that'll give you a job. You ain't never seen people that look like you working at any of these minority places. Asian, Hispanic, Hindu, you name it. And here's another funny thing. They won't hire any other minorities. The Asian won't hire the Hispanic. The Hispanic won't hire the Asian. These people don't seem like they're United States at all. They don't seem like they're America. They seem like they're some freeloaders just trying to get what they can. But who allowed that? The same dummy that will only give you a job. So it's like, we got to get him together too. That's what people don't get. It's not an argument about Paleface. Paleface is on our side. It's too late. Civil War has already happened. It's too late, y'all. It's just we need to weed out the ones that are with us and lead the other motherfuckers that's not. And the best way to beat this system is to hit them where it hurts. Their biggest money is in entertainment and sports. You stop supporting these teams and you stop sending your baby to these fucking camps and having your children with all these damn back problems and shoulder problems and knee problems early in their life because you want them to be a big time superstar when only 2% ever go anyway. So it's like, that's why we got a bunch of angry kids out here, a bunch of people that didn't make it to the majors. Now they want to be a gangbanger. And it's like, there's so many people that have that story. Oh, I didn't make it in football, so fuck it, I joined the Crips. Oh, I didn't make it in basketball, so fuck it, I joined the Bloods. Oh, fuck it, I didn't make it in whoop-de-whoop, so I started selling dope. Why wouldn't you have your kids on an academic level to begin with? Why are you putting them on some bullshit that don't fucking matter? Sports don't matter. Only 2% make it. And if they all on contract anyway, why you want to even put your child through this shit? For what? You love your kids so much that you're willing to sign them over to some demons? Kaepernick's so lost out there, he begging for his job back, talking about football industry is like slavery. But wait a minute, why are you begging for your job back then? Why you want to play for the slave masters? See, they all on contract. They making this shit up. They want to see how dumb we are. They want to see how much of your own throw up can you eat. Because remember, while they're getting paid, we're getting played. But we don't have to support them. We don't have to. Like, it would scare the fucking government, everybody, if blacks just stopped fucking with the people that they think we're supposed to like. If we just let them go, just let it go. 60 days, like you said, if you do the 60-day thing, 60 days, just let it go. Let go of any black person on TV, and let go of any black person with a check mark, big notification on the internet, all these people that think they super cool. Stop supporting them for 1 day. 60 days. Let all their lives have 0 views. Bet you. I guarantee it. They gonna be at our ass like, yo, what the hell's wrong with black people? For some reason. And like you said, that's when the demands get laid. Like, hold up, partner. We just not dumb. We know your spooky ass fucking Jesus, white or black, is not coming, because the motherfucker would have been came. How the hell y'all living it up on stolen land and shit, and nothing has cracked the clouds yet? Ain't nothing came through and smacked the shit out you yet. Oh, well, I've seen spirits in the night. No, you haven't. There is no fucking such thing as a ghost. Give Paul Mooney that. If ghosts were real, Indians and fucking ex-slave blacks or Africans would have been came back and beat the shit out of white people. Y'all don't make no sense. You don't make no sense. Them fucking Arabs that got all their oil stole and fucking was bombed and shit in Iraq, them motherfuckers would have came back and fucked you up something serious. That's why I say ghosts. That's why I say that at the end of all my videos, ghosts. Because, nigga, I'm the fucking spirit. I'm the G-host here. I'm talking to you. We're alive. It's like, you got to stop. Like, you got to stop. One time in your life, man, you got to stop. Or you just going to be like the elders of the past. Knowing that you shitting 1 time a day, you brushing your teeth, you motherfucking having sex, you busting nuts and all this shit, and then you're going to rot in the fucking ground, bro. Stop playing around. That's why we can't get these people out of power, because at the end of the day, y'all so quick to go and bojangle for these fools, and you see what the fucking turnaround is. You see what it is. We always lose. That's why I won't give my talents to the system. That's the only reason I won't do it. Motherfuckers can come out here, say I can't rap, say I don't make no sense. They can say whatever they want, but I one thing I can guarantee, they hoe ass will not bring up anything that I talk about. They will not rhyme about anything that I talk about. And when I leave here, they'll never get this spiritual energy ever again. So it's like, at the end of the day, I'm doing my job. I know what I'm here to do. I'm not here to shuck and jive for something that's not real. Entertainment is not real. It never was. That's why there's no Beethoven, Mozart pictures with y'all, and you know, you're all grand and stuff. And every time you try to do that, they say you're trying to be like them, you're trying to be like white people. It's like, what the fuck is the point of doing it? All you women are half naked. All your women. There's not even a bunch of Asian video vixens. There's not even a bunch of white video vixens. Why? Because they let the Latinos and the black women do it. They let y'all flood the scene with your whoredom, show your body off, just like they used to do when they were selling your asses. I guess they got homesick. I don't know, but it's like, for y'all to not see it and to keep letting money in your face when you know we're 34 trillion in debt. This place is going downhill fast. It's 34 trillion in debt. It had just got out of a pandemic. It's sending billions of dollars to other motherfuckers. Y'all the ones over here working. Why are they getting your money? Then you got you Democrat lovers. Oh, big government. Why would you want bigger government, dummy, if they're already robbing us? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, because they care about us. Why? Because they talk? Every 4 fucking years, the Democrats do the same thing. Newsflash, I just came from California and I'm in Massachusetts right now. 2 Democrat states. Here's the funny thing. They're both expensive as hell, but they speak for the poor people. But they make everything so high that you can't afford it. Y'all stupid. Y'all just some stupid motherfuckers with no worldly experience. Nigga, I just told you I went from coast to coast. I internationally did this. I've experienced this. I did this for y'all. I did this for us. So there could be no arguments. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when I talk to Democrats on my page, I kind of get disgusted. Like I want to throw up because I'm like, bruh, it is a damn shame that you are that fucking stupid that you cannot see you are eating your own puke. You're literally every day cooking in a pot your own throw up, and you keep getting mad because every time you offer me something, I say, get the fuck out my face. You're mad at me. And it's like, no, you're dead. You're a walking dead person. You're mentally dead. Not saying be a Republican. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is damn sure don't fuck with them motherfuckers. Because that's Hollywood. That's Rosicrucians. That's playing with the kids. That's all that weird shit that's going on in Hollywood. That's Democrats. Where was Raven-Symoné? On Fox News? No, she was on The View, which is what? Democrats. Okay, so why are they so cool with the motherfuckers that be getting played with? You got to use your fucking brain. It's common sense. It's like, yo, you got to use your fucking brain. So I say all that to say this. If you go out there on them spooky ass Terrence Howard missions, I feel sorry for you. Because, bro, we've done that on this page like 5 years ago. We've already done that. We've already done the spaceship talk. Bro, we never left the ground. None of us did. And for some reason, when any of these motherfuckers get abducted, they never stay abducted. They always come back. Why the fuck the alien bring your dumb ass back? Well, they come all the way down here to grab somebody for 10 minutes. Shut your stupid ass up. You'd have never came back. That'd have made most sense. Shit, even the Bible, they did that. Enoch whipped up in the whirlwind. Elijah whipped up in the whirlwind or took him by a cloud. Christ rose up in the heavens. Have you seen any of these motherfuckers come back yet? No. Why? Because they were abducted. See, the story makes sense. Not with you weird ass niggas. No. Fucking young Pharaoh was abducted by alien. Now they trying to change your mathematics. Now they want y'all out here not knowing fucking proper math. Now y'all gonna be out here dumb as hell just saying stupid shit. Same motherfuckers being robbed back and forth all day, every day. Sad, y'all. I don't care. It is what it is. I just want to talk about this real fast. The Terrence Howard thing, if y'all don't know that is part of the system, you stupid as hell. Anybody who's trying to talk about a time super long ago, because I don't really do that anymore. Like, I'll talk about things for the allegorical purposes. But other than that, nah, it's all on the Indian Trail, bro. They hid a fucking group. They lied and called it somebody else. But if you historically look back, they already tell you who we look like. So I can't have this argument with people anymore. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said, take me with Enoch too. You crazy. All y'all want to be abducted because y'all don't want to rule again. I don't want to be abducted. I'm not one of them people just fucking Kanye West. I ain't made shit. I wish I my spaceship and fly. Nah, cause you a bitch, nigga. You ain't ready to ride. The fuck am I running for? This is it. This is where the grass is. This is where the water is. This is where the sun's at. Why the fuck would I want to leave this? That's a damn shame that y'all let this fucking beast fuck y'all head up so much that y'all don't even want to rightfully stand righteously on your soil. This is your shit. You the day walkers. It's like, that's crazy. Hell nah. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere at all. Y'all better be glad I can't turn the heat up in this motherfucking shit. We'll see who really gonna last. But I'm saying that to say this. It's not about black or white. It's about light and dark. And my people have been so lost in the darkness that they don't realize it when they keep calling themselves black. They might as well call themselves nigga because that's what you just called yourself, a nigga. You a lazy, ignorant person lost in the darkness. That's what you is. That's why you black. You motherfucker, I'm black, I'm proud. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? And where'd you learn that shit? You can't lie. Your fucking co-op buddy, the fucking racist white dude. That's where you learned that shit from. White power, white pride, white pride. But you don't even know what that is. That's programming. Just like black power, black power, black pride. It's programming, stupid. You integrated with these motherfuckers. You weren't around them. So why are you trying to argue and jack for position about colors? Why would that even matter? I don't know, because you're spelled. You're spell casted. You've been spell casted. You lost. You keep thinking, because they'll even tell you in the 70s and 60s, oh yeah, we call ourselves black as an opposition to white. Why are you oppositioning yourself, period? This motherfucker doesn't exist. You're allowing them to exist. You say, no. What I'm saying is, when the white dude came around by himself, just one white dude, talking shit to a group of black people, they should have stomped his head in the ground. And they should have told any other white people, anytime y'all feel stupid enough to come over here acting like this, leave, please, because we're going to keep doing this over and over and over until you stay your monkey ass over there. Same thing with black people. You don't see black people just going into some fucking redneck fucking bar and shit. You see a bunch of Harley Davidsons outside. Come on, cuz, use your brain. Okay, so what the white dude doing in the middle of a black town? Like, why is he even around us? Like, what the fuck? That's in segregation time. Once you guys got integrated, why did it become a competition with them when you were already outdoing them? You had your own towns. See, there's a lie told. There's been a lie told, and your parents keep the lie going because most of them ain't dealt with no segregation. If you're an 80s, 90s kid, late 70s, 80s, 90s kid, you know damn well your parents ain't dealt with no racism like that. Because if they did, you would know about it. You would know about it. Say they did. Say you from the southern areas, you know, then dealt with some racism. How bad was it? Was it so bad that you're not alive because your family all dead? Or are you still here? Okay, so where was the real racism taking place? Not saying it wasn't. Where was it taking place? In the South. It wasn't really taking place like that in the North until after these marches. Then the North starts getting really, really bad because you don't hear that many stories about people being lynched and hung in the North in the 40s and the 30s. You don't. It's not a large amount of stories. You might have got a couple in New York, but it's like, not really. I don't really hear about it. You know, it's all in the South. If it ain't in your bloodline, don't emotionally waste your time with it. That's what I'm saying. If it ain't something that you know for a fact it happened to your family, don't waste your time on it. Because 9 times out of 10, you might just be wasting. You might be on a spirit run. Like they might just be draining your energy. Like Terrence Howard. Got you thinking, oh yeah, the mystery of life. Yeah, man. Whoa, man. Dude, I see it. Oh my God. The life flower. And it's like, okay, yeah, sounds pretty deep. But these people can't put their pants up, and all their girls is twerking or having a snotty ass attitude, and they kill each other every night on drugs, off some shoes. Cameron just was on live television. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some cheeks after this. It's like this is them. This is so Terrence Howard. I don't know what you're trying to do. But all I can say is this Space Ghost coast to coast shit has to rest, dog. Like if they're not allegorically breaking down science, fuck them. Because it's no help, guys. It's the same mumbo jumbo they've been telling for years. It's not going to help. What is going to help is when we make a line in the sand. Just like I said, just like whites did with their trash. They did the same thing. They split. There's a difference between white people and white trash. They created that. It's time for my people to create the difference and stop allowing Hollywood to make an excuse for these niggers. When you know a motherfucker's an ignorant motherfucker, it's like, dog, why are you paying this ignorant motherfucker? And they be like, oh, because it's entertaining. What the fuck? White people used to come for miles to watch another white dude dress up like a black person and make fun of them. Red lips, all that. Call it blackface. Okay. Was that a good thing? No. But it was entertainment to them. Okay. Blacks shooting each other. Is that a good thing? No. But it's entertaining to who? Black people. It's like, oh my God. We won't be here forever. The light beings, the star children, we won't be here forever. And I keep trying to tell people, if we do not save this generation under us, we're done. There is no coming back. There is no another 400 years. We're done. The whole allegorical Willie Lynch letter thing was right. If you do this, you will be able to keep slaves for at least 1,000 years or more. Light against dark, old against young, smart against dumb, red against blue. It's a allegorical Masonic message to the ones who can get it. I've been got it. If you're like, Willie Lynch not real. Even if he's not real, stupid. Is the transcript working? Okay, well, the transcript is real. So the character doesn't have to be. It's just like Santa Claus with Christmas. Do you really need Santa Claus around to wrap up gifts and pass them to each other? No, you don't. So you get the allegorical message in it, right? Okay. Follow the breadcrumbs with the same thing. It doesn't have to be real for it to really work. Just like magic, it doesn't have to be real for it to really work. Just like religions, it doesn't have to be real for it to really work. And that's where we're at. I need people to stop trying to be advanced when you have not beat the basics yet. You have not figured out the basics. You know what I'm saying? And as a group, Hispanics and black people do not need to be trying to come out here and quantum physics teach people. Stop. You guys need to really deal with a very small thing, and that's unity. You guys need to work with each other and stop with this cool shit. Like that's my people's biggest problem. They're so cool that we're broke. They're so cool that we're on the bottom of the list. They're so cool that we ain't shit. Enough with the cool stuff. Keep it real. If you don't know something, say you don't know it. Instead of arguing with people. If something is new to you that is different than what you've been previously taught, then ask. Tired of people being afraid to open their mouth and ask. Just ask. Don't be a smart ass. Don't try to bring some bullshit that you didn't got from some other goofy motherfucker. Just ask. Ask why with all this information, certain people still don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. They still calling you stupid. You're like, damn, I got all this information. There's a reason. Trust me, I was stupid. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Through my enlightenment days, I was stupid. I used to be red, black, and green out in this motherfucker. Everything was black power. Black power, fuck the white man. I used to do all that dumb shit. That's just a door. See, the first door is the door of nothing. You don't know anything. You just know God, the devil, and whatever bullshit you got in your head. The second door is the opening and awakening of self-love. But we're not talking about yourself. No, we're talking about your people. That's the second door. When you wake up and you start showing love to your folks, where you're like, yo, I love my people. But third door, that is the realization door where you're like, wait a minute. It doesn't matter how black or how much you guys relate. If they do not know what is, then they are of no help to anyone. And that's where we're at. The sexy reds should have never existed, but we cannot blame her like she's a child. No, we have to blame her like she's an adult. She knows exactly what she's doing. Just like these record companies. Do I hate her personally? I don't know her. I can't hate her. Do I feel that as a woman you are easily influenced to negative shit? Yes, I do. And it's easier for women to get paid. Like, it's easier for a woman to get naked to get $1 opposed to hardly a hard working woman. It is. It's true. You know what I'm saying? All men know that. Man get butt naked, get police called on him. If the woman's body is right, if she get naked, cameras is coming out. Women have a whole nother energy on her. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that they can get away with it. I'm not saying that it's good. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that they should. But I'm saying all that to say this. They manipulate the women more because the women allure the men, and that's where the money is. You know what I'm saying? Every woman will say, I dress up for me, but the compliment from the man is what she's wanting. She don't give a fuck about a bunch of females unless she gay, unless she work like that. But it's like, other than that, okay, a couple homegirls say, oh yeah, it's nice. But imagine if all your posts only homegirls said something. No men ever said anything. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, okay. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're having women that are socially dumb and women that are spiritually dumb, like the whores and stuff. That's why they keep promoting those the most, because they know the dumb man doesn't know any better. The ones who are lost out here, they don't know that this is script. They don't know this is program. They don't know that. So they just think, oh, women are just mean and they're just no. These are put out there. All the ignorance that I be talking about sometimes, you know, on my little post, I just be fucking around. But it's like, no, in truth, a lot of that shit is set up. A lot of that shit. Remember, old against the young, smart against the dumb, light against the dark, men against the women. This is all Willie Lynch. Everything that you guys are going through right now is Willie Lynch. Even white people, everybody going through it. Politics and shit. Okay, Willie Lynch. That's why I keep telling people, it's not that story is not real or fake. It's working. It's working. It's working. All the people in the play, let me see. Oh shit, I forgot what Gus said. Let me hear you clap. Now here's a funky beat. Shout out to all my old schools, But no, for real though, it's working. I'm not racist, but I had to save my folks first. That's why I keep telling you. You know what I'm saying? The Indian thing comes in because this is where we're at. We're right here. I know I'm not a Native American on the reservation. I'm a wild Indian that didn't sign these contracts and was left out in the wilderness. And then people are like, oh, no, you're black because of your nose. Oh, no, because of your lips. And they're like, bro, what are you talking about? I don't even have what you would call a African fucking, like, profile. Like, not really. And it's cool if you want to call me that. That's fine. That's great. But that has nothing to do with who the fuck I am. And I know what they lied and what they stole. If you're going to hide all this true original Indian stuff and you're going to steal all that stuff, okay. And then you got this American Negro with these 50,000 patents, and then you steal and then you hide all that stuff. But with nobody else on earth, they're hiding anything. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they learn all that stuff. But only these two particular people, not even the African, just the American Negro and the American Indian. These are the only ones we're hiding their true story. Why? Why did Christopher Columbus call them Indians? When there was no India, it was Hindustan. There's no India on Earth until 1947, 1948. So where do we get that word from? I always tell people, indigenous people of the land, it's like Indian, just like guardian, vegetarian. The en is a suffix word. It adds on to belonging to. That's what it means, belonging to. Okay, well, Indi, IND, indigenous. That's the root. That's the etymology of indigenous, IND. So, okay, these people are Indians. They're indigenous to the land. They're attached to the land. Indian. That's what it means. People don't understand that because that's masonry. See, that's spell casting. I just said it's a suffix word. I just put two words together. You know what I'm saying? What is that? An abbreviation, right? It's like I just put these two words together. You can't do that. Or can you? But don't worry about that. That's for something else. Terrence Howard is a good actor, and I mean that in a double entendre. He's a good actor. So, not saying his information is flawed. I'm saying it's not needed right now. You have to build the castle first before you can have the sorcery and the comfortability of the sorcerer to make this magic. We don't have anything. So why would we need extraterrestrial information or super old breakdowns of Egyptian science when you're not even dealing with the basics? That's why I keep telling us, if we're killing each other and we're allowing pollution into our ears via the music or the radio or whatever, then how could you deal with the flower of life? How could you give that type of information to these laymen? How? It would never work. And they know it's not. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're keeping you on this type of dumb mission when it's like, black people, hold up, bro. They stole 50,000 of your patents. They told you you're from Africa, but Africans come over here. They get international deals, loans, all them type of stuff. They will not mess with you. But you, for some reason, supposedly from over there, but they won't do anything with you. Africans get bank loans. You don't. But you're an African. No, you're an Indian. Oh, no, we'll be on the reservation. They get checks every week. Most of the Native Americans on those reservations are piss broke. That's why they're drinking so hard. They're broke. That's why the domestic violence is so heavy. They're broke. They ain't got no money. They're wallowing away out there. And since most of them are plain field reservations anyway, they don't even have nowhere to grow. Look where the white man leaves them. In land you cannot harvest in. But they were here all this time. They had to survive. The crop fields are still here to this day. Why would they do that? Why would they accept that? Not all of them, but I'm saying certain tribes. Why would they accept that? Maybe because they're Native American, they're like a Siberian, they're not from here. So they don't have to, they're not obligated to do anything for you. This is way before you. And then here's another thing. How are these Indians and they some punks? They won't ride out for nothing. You the motherfucker who we got to get off the street. You the one they chasing up and down the block. You the one they keep getting into it with. But the African, hi my brother, hey, how you doing? You ain't never heard no fucking story about no, oh my God, Channel 5 News Live. 15 Africans just robbed a bank down. Never heard no shit like that at all. Africans is docile as fuck. That's why they got on that boat. They couldn't get on that boat. Because that boat don't exist for you. But what I'm saying is this. How the hell can you claim to be them and y'all energy totally different? You a rider. Kind of like this Indian that they talked about over here, scalping people, peeling heads, fuck back. Now, does that sound like your drive-by ass? Or does the African sound like you? The one who won't talk to nobody. Quiet in the motherfucking church mouse. You see him. You see him every fucking day. Y'all see these Africans. Don't say shit. But they mandingo, they fucking go. You really buying that story? For you? Because I tell you the truth, the American Indian Wars lasted from like the 1500s all the way to 1924. They didn't burnt your ass. They didn't hung your ass. They didn't raped your ass. They didn't fed you to alligators. They didn't fucking cooked you. They didn't ate you. They didn't done all types of shit to you, but you still right here. Maybe, just maybe, you're somebody else. And they know that. That's why they keep fucking you over the most. Enjoy your Terrence Howard. But the next video is going to be even worse because we're going to get into that Colin Powell. I mean, not Colin Powell. That's a name I've been trying to talk about too. But that Clarence Thomas and Harry Belafonte. And what was the difference? One's all for us, super pro-black, but marries a white woman, and he light-skinned. One's super dark-skinned, for his people, becomes a Supreme Court judge, marries a white woman, but he's a coon. So one nigga's in the entertainment industry. Shake, Sonora, shake it all the time. Shake, Sonora. Told Eartha Kitt to her face, oh, this ain't gonna work out. I ain't looking for nothing long term. Marry white baby for the rest of his life. Entertainer. But the other one hit them books. Had to stand in the court right in front of racist ass Joe Biden and had death threats and everything. Motherfuckers threatened his life. We're gonna kill you, nigga. You're never gonna get to the fucking Supreme Court seat. You try, we're gonna you ever come back, we'll kill you. They hit him with the Lion King joint. And he told people straight in that courtroom, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care if they try to kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not running. But he's the coon. Somebody just slipped y'all an entertainment Mickey, man. Y'all got... We'll talk. Just look at it like this. If you're enlightened by Terrence Howard, that's good for you. But at the end of the day, he's not saying shit, guys. I'm sorry. It's not going to help you in the long run. Like I keep telling you, you cannot crawl before you... I mean, you cannot run before you crawl. Like, that's what y'all are trying to do. You're trying to run before you even learn how to crawl. Y'all are not even crawling. You're not. Y'all are being killed and bamboozled every day and getting dumber and dumber and dumber. In the highest form of technology time. That's the saddest thing. Gangbangers still killing, don't get the difference, but has a smartphone in his pocket. Goes.